All right, so you're ready to start your business. You've decided on an LLC, and now you are at this huge crossroads. Northwest Registered Agent or Legalzoom? I mean, these are two of the biggest names out there, but they could not be more different. We're going to dig in and figure out which one really makes sense for you.
So, which way do you go? Do you stick with the big familiar brand that seems to do everything? Or do you go with the specialist, the one that promises to do one thing and do it really, really well? Believe me, this choice, it's going to set the tone for your whole business launch.
Okay, let's get right to it. Round one, we're talking about the core features and, of course, the price tag. For a new business, this is where the rubber meets the road. Let's see what you actually get for your money.
And right out of the gate, LegalZoom hits you with this incredible offer. $0 to form your LLC. I mean, who can argue with free, right? It's a fantastic hook. But, and this is a big but, you've got to ask, what does free actually get you? Because the real story is always in what's missing.
And there it is, the catch. See, every single LLC, by law, has to have a registered agent. It's not optional. And guess what LegalZoom's $0 plan doesn't have? Yep, that. If you want to add that legally required service, get ready to open your wallet. It's an extra $249 for the year, and trust me, that's just the first of many, many upsells.
Okay, now let's flip over to Northwest. Their whole approach is totally different. There's no free carrot dangling in front of you. Instead, it's just simple. One package, $39 plus whatever your state charges. That is it. No different levels, no trying to figure out what you need, just one clear price.
But here's where it gets really interesting. That $39 fee, it includes the registered agent service for a whole year. You know, the same thing LegalZoom charges $249 for. So when you actually do the math on what you need to get started, Northwest isn't just a bit cheaper, it's a whole different ballpark.
And when you lay it all out, side by side, it's wow. Just look at this. Order processing, Northwest gets it done in a few days. LegalZoom's free plan could take up to a month, a whole month. And what about an operating agreement, which is pretty crucial, included with Northwest? With LegalZoom, that'll be another $99, please. All of a sudden, that $0 deal is starting to feel not so free, is it?
All right, so the pricing picture is pretty clear. But what happens after you've paid? What's the experience actually like? Let's jump into round two, the service and support showdown. This is where you find out what a company is really all about.
Okay, so their philosophies are just worlds apart here. Northwest is all about personal support. They give you what they call a corporate guide, a real US-based person who knows their stuff to help you out, and they take privacy super seriously. LegalZoom, they're playing a different game entirely. Think of them like a giant legal superstore. They've got everything under one roof, and they're open on weekends. It's about quantity and convenience.
And you know, you can really see this play out in what actual users say. Listen to this one from a LegalZoom customer. I clicked through thinking they were required, and next thing I knew, I was paying way more than I planned. You can just feel that frustration, can't you? That feeling of getting nickel and dimed? It's not great. But then, you read a review for Northwest, and the tone is just completely different. Check this out. Down-to-earth pricing with no hidden gotchas. All-round pleasurable company to deal with. See? The language is all about transparency and simplicity. It's not just a review of a service, it's a review of their whole way of doing business. All right, time to boil this all down. Round three, let's talk pros and cons. Here's the straight-up breakdown for each. Okay, let's start with LegalZoom. On the plus side, you can't deny their brand recognition. It's huge, and that $0 offer is super tempting. Plus, if you need a bunch of different legal services, they've got you covered. But the downsides, they're pretty significant. You're going to face a ton of upsells, essentials cost a lot extra, and if you don't pay more, you're going to be waiting a while.
Now for Northwest. The pros here are all about value and focus. The pricing is super clear, including that registered agent service is a huge win, and their customer support gets rave reviews. The cons? Well, they're kind of the other side of that same coin. There's no free entry point, and they're specialists. They're not trying to be a legal supermarket. They're the expert butcher shop, if you will. They do one thing, and they do it exceptionally well.
So, where does that leave us? It's time for the final verdict. When you stack everything up, the price, the features, the customer reviews, it actually becomes pretty obvious which service is for which type of person.
So who is LegalZoom for? It's for the founder who really values that big brand name and wants a single place for all their legal needs down the line.
If you're thinking about trademarks, patents, and contracts all at once, and you want it all under one roof, then Legalzoom is your play. Just know, you're paying for that convenience.
And Northwest? Well, they're for the founder who is laser-focused on one task right now, launching their LLC in the best, most straightforward way possible. If what you care about is clear pricing, no upsell games, and amazing support for this one specific job, then honestly, it's not even a contest.
And look, you don't have to just take my word for it. The numbers back this up. Forbes Advisor looked at overall value for LLC formation, and they gave Northwest a 4.3 out of 5. LegalZoom got a 4.0. Now that might not seem like a huge difference, but that little gap, it pretty much sums up everything we've talked about.
So the final verdict is pretty clear. If your main goal, your only goal right now, is to form your LLC, and you want to do it affordably, without any headaches, and with great support, then all the data, all the reviews, they all point in one direction. Northwest Registered Agent simply offers the better value.
Ultimately, the choice is yours, and it really boils down to a simple question. What matters more to you in your new business? A huge menu of options from a big box store, or a simple, straightforward deal from a specialist who's an expert in exactly what you need today? How you answer that? Well, that tells you everything you need to know.